fun. But it is fun once you get there. Once you get there, it's worth it, and then you remember that you have to get back in the car and drive home.
Very, very happy.
Well, good. Good. So the seafood was good? Everything that you ate was very delicious? Good. Good. That sounds good. All right. So yeah, the video that Mei Ling and I just watched just kind of talks about how the government shutdown reopened and how it started start working again. It kind of talked about the Democrats and the Republicans and who voted for who. And then it just kind of talks about where they will go from there, like what's next after they opened the government back up. So yeah, just a little video. Mailing, did you have any questions on the video?
A lot.
A lot. Okay. Do you have any that you want to talk about right now?
I think I watched the video today. I have not in the good spirit. Most of that, most of that is a little bit, not really clear to me.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Once I picked the topic and I looked at the video, I thought it was kind of iffy. But yeah. Um, so yeah, like I said, basically they kind of used bigger words than they needed for this topic. Basically, altogether, they were just saying that the head leader of the Democrats and the head leader of the Republicans um, kind of all voted differently. The Republicans voted to keep the government shut down, while the Democrats wanted it open, and the Democrats won more votes from them than from the Republicans. So then after they talked about that for a long time, which I didn't need to because it was that easy. After they talked about that, they just said that all of these people who voted need to go home, stop thinking about the shutdown, and just kind of relax with their families because they've been under a lot of stress. That's basically what the video was all about. They just kind of said it harder than it really needed to be said. So yeah, a little more difficult than needed. And yeah, that girl was a really bad broadcaster, I thought. She kept stuttering and kind of didn't know what she was going to say. So she kind of made it a little harder than it needed to be. So yeah, a little challenge for you. Yeah.
Why?
It's okay. Last video was pretty easy, so now maybe I guess I wanted a challenge. Next week,
Yeah.
it'll be better. All right. So now, yeah. All right. So now we're going to take a look at the part of the shutdown that is back and that is in action now. So kind of let's talk about the intro. Let's go back to this page. You can see it better. Let's have Allison. Can you read the beginning, kind of like the intro of what we're going to talk about?
Okay. Even before President Obama signed into law a bill that officially ended the government shutdown. Yasmin, the National Park filed of state statement. We are open for business right now. The California attraction may get the award for the quickest reopening, but elsewhere, life will return to normal gradually. Here's what to expect Thursday and in the coming days.
Perfect. Good job. So yeah. So kind of has a hard name. Yeah. Barack Obama. Mm. And then, what was the other one? Oh, right here. This is kind of pronounced weird. Yosemite National Park. Mm-hmm. Yep, National Park. So yeah, a little different than how it's spelled. So yeah, a lot of the national parks were shut down. So no one could go visit the parks, no one could vacation. So yeah, everything was shut down like that. So that was kind of the biggest deal of opening after this.
So there was still national park
Mm-hmm.
uh,
It during the shutdown, because the shutdown's open now. There's no more shutdown. But during the shutdown, yeah, it was closed. No one could visit. Workers weren't allowed to work. They couldn't. We'll read more about this, but they couldn't do stuff to keep it looking nice. They weren't allowed to even touch it. So yeah, all the big parks like that were closed. Yeah. Um, all right. So the next one we talk about is more about the parks, kind of how they were shut down and some of that. So I just want, Mei, can you read the first chunk of it for me?
yes, the next time you went around, yes, the next one means to come on by if you are in the neighborhood. Some of the more than 400 national parks projects since observation will take longer to be open. Park workers will have to students at the trip into the range about to pick up the general containment until now. Some of the larger parks, the rate of occupancy is close back to the so expect them to take longer.
Good. Very good. Only one word right here, and this is maintenance. Maintenance.
Then
Mm-hmm. Good. Good. So yeah, kind of like what Allison asked. Yeah, the parks are closed, and they still may be closed because they do have to clean the parks and do general maintenance on them to get them looking the way they were before. So yeah, kind of a longer time and a bigger deal than most of the other stuff. Um, do you guys have any questions on what we read or any words?
what is the California accent?
California attractions. hmm it just means the popular parks and places to go to in California. So, for example, maybe I can't remember the name of it, but there's a big park in California, a big national park. So that would be an attraction in California. The zoos too. So the zoos would be attractions. So yeah, all the zoos are probably shut down. Maybe even some beaches. I know some beaches are owned, by either state government or just public beaches. So maybe even some of the beaches were shut down too.
Okay.
So yeah. Yeah.
So
Any other?
so that means that yes, we really want you to come yeah, I have the same question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
About
Yep. So come on by if you're in the same neighborhood. That means visit, visit. So if you're by the park, come on by and visit. So pretty much, if someone says if you're in the neighborhood, come on by, they're saying if you're close to my house or if you're close to me, then come visit.
okay.
So yeah, and we use this kind of a lot. I know my family uses it, and I always hear it. My friends or people on TV and even other people, they say, if you're in the neighborhood, come over for a cup of tea or stop in for a cup of coffee. So just kind of saying, if you drive by my house, don't hesitate to come see me.
Like look up.
Yeah. So maybe Maylene, maybe you're driving somewhere and you are in Allison's town, and maybe you'll call her and say, "Hey, Allison, I'm in your neighborhood. Do you want me to come by?" And she'd be like, "Yeah, come over for tea." so just when you drive somewhere and you pass someone, you're close to someone's house, that means that you're in their neighborhood. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you guys. Okay,